Good day everyone. So for today's video, I am going to discuss jail and prisons as an instrument for correction. So first, we are going to define what is a prison. Okay? So a prison is a penitentiary, an institution for the imprisonment or yung tinatawag nating incarceration of persons convicted of major or serious crimes. It is a building usually with cells or other places established for the purpose of taking safe custody or confinement of criminals. It is a place of confinement for those charged with or convicted of offense against the laws of the land. So, to make it short, when we say prison, ito po ay yung lugar kung saan po ikukulong yung isang taong gumawa ng kasalanan or gumawa ng krimen na labag sa ating mga batas. Okay? So, ano naman po or sino naman po ang prisoner? Okay? A prisoner, we are pertaining to a person. Okay, kanina prison, we are pertaining to the place. Prison po yun. But when we say prisoner, we are pertaining to the person who is under the custody of lawful authority, a person who by reason of his criminal sentence or by decision issued by the court may be deprived of his liberty or freedom. Okay? A prisoner is a person who did the crime, okay, who committed the crime and sentenced by the decision of the court, and then he will be deprived of his liberty. So, mawawala po yung kanyang kalayaan. Okay, kukunin po sa kanya yung kanyang kalayaan wherein siya po ay ikukulong doon sa prison. So, a prisoner is any person detained or confined in jail or prison for the commission of a criminal offense or convicted and serving in a penal institution. Okay? Any person committed to jail or prison by a competent authority for any of the following reasons. So, ano nga ba yung dahilan? Bakit nga ba nakukulong ang isang tao? So, number 1, to serve a sentence after conviction. So, kailangan niya pong i-serve yung kanyang sentensya na hinatol or ibinigay ng korte. Kapag siya po ay convicted by final judgment, ibig sabihin, meron po siyang final judgment. Meron po siyang final conviction. Okay? And another reason po bakit po nakukulong ay trial. Pag siya po ay nag-a-undergo ng trials or hearings. Okay? So, habang nasa hearing po, syempre kailangan po niyang ma-detain sa jail. Okay? And letter C, of course, investigation. Kapag po siya ay iniimbestigahan, the same po, kailangan po niyang ma-detain sa jail. Okay? So, meron po tayong general classification of prisoners. Number 1, detention prisoners. Number 2, sentence prisoners. And number 3, prisoners who are on safekeeping. So, pag sinabing detention prisoner, those detained for investigation, preliminary hearing, or awaiting trial. A detainee in a locked-up jail, they are prisoner under the jurisdiction of the court. Okay? So, pag sinabi kasing detention prisoner, ibig sabihin, wala pa po silang final judgment. Okay? I want you to remember that when we say detention prisoner, wala pa pong final judgment, wala pa pong hatol ng korte. Ibig sabihin sila pa lang ay nag-a-undergo ng investigasyon ng mga hearing or hinihintay ang hatol. Okay? That is detention prisoner. Okay? Pero guys, ito lang po, I want you to remember, kapag po sinabing lock-up jail naman po, because when we say lock-up jail, these are a common jail, these are jail that is common to police station. Yun po yung selda doon sa mga police station wherein doon po dinidetain yung mga inarestong mga suspect or mga inaresto ng mga kapulisan natin na mga nag-commit ng crime bago po i-commit sa jail, municipal, district, or city jails. Pero pag sila po ay nasa lock-up jail, they are still under the jurisdiction of the court. Pero pag mga municipal, city, or district jail, under na po yan ng correction pillar. Okay? Pero pag nasa lock-up jail pa lang, court po ang may jurisdiction. Okay? Pag sinabi naman pong sentence prisoner, from the word itself, sentence prisoner, sentensyado na mga prisoner. Okay? Na mga bilanggo. Okay? So, offenders who are committed to the jail or prison in order to serve their sentence after final conviction by a competent court, and they are prisoner under the jurisdiction of penal institution. So, pag sinabing sentence prisoner, they are now convicted by final judgment. Meron na pong hatol yung ating korte. Pwede po nilang maserve ang kanilang sentence either sa jail or sa prison. Okay? Ito lang guys, no? I want you to remember na pwede pa rin pong mag-serve ang isang sentence prisoner sa jail basta ang kanyang sentensya ay hindi tataas sa 3 taon. Take note, 3 years below ang sentence nung tao na yun, no need na pong iserve niya yung sentence niya sa National Penitentiary. Rather, isa-serve niya ang kanyang sentence doon sa jail. Pag 3 years and below. Pero, take note, again, pag 3 years and above, isa-serve po niya ang kanyang sentence sa National Penitentiary. Example nga po, yung parang previous natin na discussion, National Bilibid Prison, Davao Penal Colony, Iwahig, San Ramon, Leyte, okay, and so on. Pag 3 years and above. Pero pag 3 years and below, pwede po niyang iserve yung kanyang sentence sa jail kasi nga po short sentence lang naman po siya. No need to transfer in a national prison. And number 3, general classification of prisoner is prisoners who are on safekeeping. Actually, these prisoner are non-criminal offender. Okay? Hindi po sila nag-commit ng crime. Hindi po sila kinumit sa kulungan dahil mag-serve ng sentence, but rather, they are detained or sila ay kinulong in order to protect the community against their harmful behavior. Example po dyan yung mga baliw. Okay? Meron po kasing mga types ng mga insane person na mga harmful, mga violente, nananakit, nambabato. Okay? Pag mga ganong klase po, kailangan po nilang mapunta sa mga mental health institute. So that's why they are considered as prisoner who are on safekeeping. Okay? Next naman po, meron po tayong tinatawag na classification of sentence prisoner. Kanina kasi 'di ba, general classification 'yon. Okay, detention, sentence, tsaka safekeeping. Ngayon naman po, meron po mga classification yung pangalawa, yung sentence prisoner natin. Okay? Number 1 po dyan, we have insular. So, okay. So, sa classification of sentence prisoner, number 1 po dyan, we have insular or national prisoner. Okay, so pag national or insular prisoner, Okay, those sentenced to suffer a term of sentence of so national prisoners, those sentenced to suffer a term of sentence of 3 years and 1 day to life imprisonment. So those sentenced to suffer a term of imprisonment cited above but appealed the judgment and unable to file a bond for their temporary liberty. So take note lang po to make it easy for you to memorize. The classification of sentence prisoner is yung length of sentence lang po. Okay? Pag insular or national prisoner is 3 years, 1 day to life imprisonment or 3 years and above. Okay? Number 2, we have provincial prisoners. So, provincial prisoners are those persons sentenced to suffer a term of imprisonment from 6 months, 1 day to 3 years. Okay, 6 months, 1 day to 3 years, or a fine not more than 1,000 pesos or both, or those detained therein waiting for a preliminary investigation or their cases cognizable by the RTZ. And then, ang next po dyan, number 3, we have city prisoners. Those sentenced to suffer a term of imprisonment of 1 day to 3 years. Kanina po, 6 months, 1 day to 3 years. For city prisoners is 1 day to 3 years. Okay? And then, municipal prisoners is 1 day to 6 months. Okay? 1 day to 6 months. So, I repeat, national prisoner is 3 years, 1 day to life imprisonment. And then, city prisoners is 1 day, 3 years, 1 day to 3 years. Provincial prisoner is 6 months, 1 day to 3 years. And then, municipal prisoner is 1 day to 6 months. Okay, next, classification of prisoners according to degree of security. Okay, so number 1, we have super maximum security prisoner. Kasi po, pag degree of security, kung gaano po kagrabe yung severity po ng pagbibigay ng seguridad doon sa isang tao. Okay? Number 1, super maximum security prisoners. Pag super maximum security prisoners kasi, these are special group of prisoners composed of incorrigible. Pag sinabing incorrigible, these are unable to change. Mahirap na pong baguhin yung kanilang mga pag-uugali sa loob ng kulungan. Incorrigible, intractable. Pagka po nakalaya man sila or pagka sila po ay nakatakas sa loob ng kulungan, mahirap pong hanapin. Intractable and highly dangerous persons who are the source of constant disturbances even in a maximum security prison. And ang kanilang kulay ng uniform sa loob ng prison ay kulay orange. Okay? You know what, in board exam, ang ibang tanong pa dyan, no, sa kulay ng uniform, minsan they are not using the word orange but rather tangerine. Okay. Tangerine kasi is orange din siya pero parang meron siyang yung pagkaka-orange niya ay yung parang sun. Okay, pag sobrang taas po ng heat ng sun, tangerine. Okay? And then we have also maximum security prisoners. These are a group of prisoners whose escape could be dangerous to the public or to the security of the state. Okay? So pagka nakatakas din po 'yan, ang mangyayari po dyan, syempre, napaka-dangerous din po nila sa ating bayan. Once they evaded sentence or they escape from the prison. It consists of constant troublemakers. Sila po yung palagi ang source ng away at disturbances sa loob ng kulungan. But not as dangerous as the super maximum security prisoners. Their movements are restricted, so hindi po ganoon ka-open ang mga movement ng mga maximum at saka super maximum prisoners. And they are not allowed to work outside the institution. but rather assigned to industrial shops within the prison compound. They are confined at the maximum security prison, which is in the main building of National Bilibid Prison. And they wear orange color of uniform. Okay, take note po pag maximum security prisoners, ang kanilang sinaserve na sentence ay 20 years or more. So, ibig sabihin, 20 years and above. Okay? So, take note, pag maximum security prisoner ka, you are serving 20 years and above. Okay? Next, we have medium security prisoners. Those who cannot be trusted in open conditions and pose lesser danger. Still, meron pa ring danger sa mga yan. Siyempre, mga criminal yan eh. Okay? They pose lesser danger than the maximum security prisoners in case they escape. It consists of group of prisoner who may be allowed to work outside. Kanina, yung maximum, they are not allowed to work outside the institution. But for medium security prisoners, they are allowed to work outside the fence or walls of the penal institution, but they are under guards or with escorts. Okay? And then, they occupy the medium security prison. Okay, remember, mayroon pong dalawang satellite ang National Bilibid Prison. Meron pong Camp Bukang Liwayway at Camp Sampaguita. Ang Camp Sampaguita po, yun po ang medium security prison natin. Kaya nga po, lahat ng medium security prisoner doon din po naka-confine. Doon po sila nakakulong sa medium security prison, which is the Camp Sampaguita. Okay? And take note, they wear color blue uniform. Okay? So, take note po, hindi lang po puro orange ang kulay ng damit ng mga nakakulong sa loob ng kulungan. Nakadepende po yan sa kanilang degree of security. Super maximum and maximum is kulay orange, and then medium po ay kulay blue. Okay, but generally, they are employed as agricultural worker. Kaya nga po, pwede silang magtrabaho outside the fence or walls of the penal institution kasi po ang kanilang mga works ay mga agricultural works. Okay, mga pagtatanim ng palay, pagtatanim po ng mga mais, and other agricultural works. Okay, unlike po kanina sa maximum, mga industrial type of work lang po yung mga ginagawa nila. Doon lang po sa loob ng kulungan, mga paggawa ng shoes, paggawa ng bags, paggawa ng mga dishwashing liquids, and so on. Marami po yan, mga automotives, okay, tinsmith. It includes prisoner whose minimum sentence is less than 20 years. Okay, kung kanina po sa maximum 20 years and more ang kanilang mga sinaserve na sentence, dito naman po sa medium security prisoner, ang kanilang mga sentence ay 20 years below. Okay? 20 years below and at least 10 years inside sa maximum. Okay, guys? Kasi ganito, no? Pagka meron ka na pong 10 years sa maximum at nakita naman pong meron na pong pagbabago sa behavior mo, pwede ka po nilang ipunta sa medium security prison or sa Camp Sampaguita. Okay? And then, we have also minimum security prisons or prisoners. These are group of prisoners who can be reasonably trusted. Pwede pong pagkatiwalaan. Okay? Wherein they can serve their sentence under open conditions. Okay? Meron pong mga kondisyon. Okay? Wherein, kasi nga, diba, pwede silang pagkatiwalaan. Actually, they are being called as trustee sa loob ng kulungan. And this group of prisoners include who can be trusted to report to their work assignments without the presence of the guard. So, pwede po silang pumunta sa kanilang mga trabaho doon sa loob ng kulungan na kahit na wala na pong mga guard na magmo-monitor or magsusupervise sa kanila, hindi na po kailangan na i-escortan. Unlike po sa maximum, sa mga medium, kailangan pa rin po ng escort. Okay. And Nakakulong po sila sa minimum security prison, yung pangalawang satellite ng National Bilibid Prison, yung pong Camp Bukang Liwayway. Take note ha, Camp Bukang Liwayway ang minimum, Camp Sampaguita po ang medium. Okay? And then, ang kulay po ng uniform ng mga nasa minimum ay kulay brown. Okay, brown. Next, let's move on to section 4, classification of detainees and the three types of detainees. Diba? Remember, pag detainees po, wala pa pong final judgment. Wala pa pong conviction. So, ito po yung kanilang mga uri or classifications. Number 1, undergoing investigation. So, yung mga iniimbestigahan pa lamang po is considered na pong detainees kasi po kailangan po nilang makulong habang sila ay iniimbestigahan. Awaiting or undergoing trial, yung mga po naghihiring. Okay, and then letter C, awaiting final judgment, hinihintay na lamang po yung final judgment or yung ibibigay pong hatol ng korte. Next, section 5, inmate security classification. The following are classification of inmates according to security risks. Meron po yung high-risk inmates, meron po yung mga high-profile inmates, at mga ordinary inmates. Okay? And then section 6, ano po ba yung requirements for commitment? Pag sinabi kasing commitment, pagka ikukulong na po sa loob ng kulungan. Ano po yung requirements bago ikulong yung isang tao sa kulungan? So, number 1, commitment order. Okay? Commitment order po ay binibigay ng korte doon sa correction pillar na ikinukumit na po or ikinukulong na po sa loob ng prison or jail yung isang tao na kailangan na po niyang iserve yung kanyang sentence. Commitment order. Letter B, medical certificate. Of course, kailangan po yan. Kahit nga po pagka-aresto mo pa lamang, kailangan ka nang magkaroon ng check-up. Okay? Kaya magkakaroon ka ng medical certificate. Okay, letter C, complaint or information. Galing din po sa court yan. And then, police booking sheet or booking and arrests. Okay, kailangan po yung mga requirements na yan bago ka po kunin or ikulong sa loob ng kulungan. So, kung kanina, prison, okay, para po sa mga convicted by final judgment. Okay, ngayon naman po, ano naman po ang jail? Okay. Jail is a place for locking up of person who are convicted of minor offense or felonies who are to serve a short sentence imposed upon them by a competent court, or for confinement of person who are awaiting trial or investigation of their cases. Okay? So, like what I have said a while ago, ang jail po talaga, primarily, this is for detention prisoners lang talaga, yung mga nag-undergo ng trial, ng investigation, ng court hearings, naghihintay ng kanilang final judgment. Pero, pwede din po itong gamitin na kulungan para sa mga magsaserve ng kanilang sentensya basta hindi po tataas sa 3 taon. Okay, short sentences. Basta 3 years and below po yung kanilang hatol na sentensya. Pwede pong iserve sa jail at hindi na po kailangang i-transfer sa National Bilibid Prison. Kasi po, pag National Bilibid Prison po, 3 years and above yung mga sinaserve na sentence. So, ano ba ang importance ng jails? Number 1, it serves as deterrent to would-be criminal offender. Siyempre, 'di ba, yung mga gusto pong mag-commit ng crime, pagka, 'di ba, meron tayong mindset na kapag alam natin na kapag nag-commit tayo ng crime, possibly tayo ay makukulong. Okay? So, siyempre, pag meron pong kulungan, yun po yung magiging isa sa mga basis ng mga would-be criminal, yung mga possibly na magkukumit ng crime na, pag makukulong ako, pwede akong makulong. Pag nag-commit ako ng crime, pwede akong makulong. Hindi ko makakasama yung kapamilya ko. Okay? So, yun po ang importance ng jail. Okay? So, ibig sabihin yan, madi-deter, okay, or mapiprevent yung commission ng crime. Kasi nga, meron pong mga jails, meron pong mga kulungan na pwedeng puntahan ng mga taong gustong mag-commit ng crime or yung mga magkukumit ng crime. And number 2, it enables the wrongdoer to be reformed and rehabilitated. So, syempre, ang importance pa ng jail is that isa po sa instrument ng pagbabago at pagre-reform ng isang tao ay sa pamamagitan ng mga jails or mga jail programs natin. So, ano ba ang mga iba't ibang klase ng jails? Number 1, we have lock-up jail. Ayan, yung sinabi ko kanina, lock-up jail is a security facility common to police stations. Okay, so siguro, meron pong mga nakakaalam sa inyo kung ano na po yung lock-up jail or siguro meron na po yung mga nakaranas na nakapasok sa mga lock-up jail. Example na lang, pagka kayo po ay nakulong or inaresto ng mga pulis kasi nakipagbugbugan kayo dun sa kalye or nahuli kayo sa mga curfew hours, okay? Yung selda po sa loob ng kulungan, you are calling it as lock-up jails. Okay? Number 2, ordinary jails. Yan na po yung mga district jails, yung city jails, municipal jails, okay? Yan na po yung mga ordinary na mga jails na under ng BJMP para po i-detain ang mga convicted criminal offender na magsiserve lamang po ng less than 3 years. Okay? Number 3, workhouse, jail farms, or camps. Okay? A facility that houses minimum custody offenders who are serving short sentences or those who are undergoing constructive work programs. Meron po kasing mga people na kinukulong po sa mga kampo. Okay? Or mga jail farms or mga workhouse. Okay? Mga minimum custody lang po ang kailangan sa kanila. Hindi po sila ganoon ka-dangerous sa society natin. Okay? Provincial jails, okay? Provincial jails in the Philippines are not under the jurisdiction of Bureau of Correction or the Bucor. Okay, hindi po sila under ng DOJ, hindi po sila under ng Bucor. So, they are only managed and controlled by the provincial government. Okay, under po ng provincial local government ang mga provincial jails. Ang BJMP naman po, BJMPs exercise supervision and control over all cities and municipal jails throughout the country. Okay, they are being created by virtue of Republic Act number 6975. It operates as a line bureau under the Department of Interior and Local Government. So like our previous video, 'di ba, sabi ko po ang DOJ po under po niya ang Bucor. Ngayon naman po ang DILG po under niya po niya ang BJMP. So BJMP is created by virtue of DILG Act, which is the Republic Act number 6975. Okay. Ito po, Bureau of Jail Management exercises the supervision and control over the cities and municipal jails throughout the country by virtue of Republic Act number 6975, created the BJMP as a line bureau under the DILG. So, ang power po ng DILG or ng BJMP, I should say, is to exercise supervision and control over all district, city, and municipal jail. So, take note po, ang kanilang power is to supervise all district, city, and municipal jails. Okay? Organization. Okay, the BJMP is also referred to as Jail Bureau. Okay, tawag po dyan. Jail Bureau. Okay, and ang head po ng Jail Bureau ay with a rank of director and assisted by a deputy chief with a rank of chief superintendent. The central office is the command and staff headquarters of the Jail Bureau composed of 3 command groups and 6 coordinating staff division, 6 special staff groups, and 6 personal staff groups. Regional office, okay, at the regional level, each region shall have a designated assistant regional director, jail management and penology. Lahat po yan, regional, provincial, meron pong mga um, warden, directors, okay. Provincial level naman po, in the district level, where there are large cities and municipalities, a district jail with subordinate jails headed by district warden may be established is necessary. So, take note po guys, no, pag district jail po, okay, buong distrito po, pagka po it composes of two or more municipalities, kagaya na lang nga po ng Ordaneta District Jail po, buong District 5 po, doon po lahat kinukulong. Yung mga nakakapag-commit po ng mga crimes, yung mga nag-a-undergo ng trial, mga taga-Sison, Puzurubio, Binalonan, Ordaneta, and so on. So, district jail po ang tawag doon. And also for city and municipal office, in the city and municipal level, a city or municipal warden shall still head each jail. Okay, so yan po yung rank, title, and appointing authority. Okay. So, that's the end of our discussion for this chapter. We have the jail and prisons, the distinction of jail and prisons, and please read your module and be updated for more videos. So, thank you and have a good day.